Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I want to go over 3 things that we should all consider when talking about detoxification. Now, the first thing is, how are we helping the tissues of the body eliminate toxic buildup? Anytime that we have pain or fatigue or just sluggishness, we're not feeling our best, there's likely a buildup of toxins that is draining our energy supplies and is creating an obstruction to the flow of energy within our body. And so our tissues are going to accumulate toxins if the lymphatic system is not properly gathering them up and taking them to the eliminative pathways. Ways that we can encourage eliminating toxic buildup is, of course, exercise, moving as much as possible, avoiding sitting down for extended periods of time. I know a lot of people are working desk jobs, and so if at all possible, get up multiple times during the day, go for a walk, a 15-minute walk if you get breaks throughout your day. Stand at your desk if possible. Don't sit down for more than a half hour at a time. Also, we want to make sure that we are being hydrated. Hydration helps to flush the system. It helps to gather up toxins and get them to the eliminative pathways, helps to improve the functioning of the lymphatic system, and it just helps to buffer any acidic waste that might be building up in our tissues. Also, we want to make sure that we are breathing properly. If we're not breathing and getting enough circulation of air, oxygen, alkalizing the blood, and helping nutrients get to the cells, we're going to have, of course, a toxic buildup in the tissues. And so if you can just consciously think about breathing deeper, set an alarm, have a little reminder on your phone that goes off every 30 minutes, every hour, that just reminds you to take a few deep breaths and get conscious and get present with your breathing. Second thing that we should be considering when we're talking about detoxification is, how are we supporting the eliminative pathways once we have those toxins gathered up? So we want to make sure that we have the kidneys, the colon, the lungs, and the skin all open and all able to eliminate toxic buildup that we have being flushed out through our lymphatic system. The colon, you want to make sure that you are having a bowel movement at least once a day minimum. If you're having 2 or 3, really depends on how much you're eating. So it's going to differ based on each individual. If you're grazing throughout the day, maybe you have 1 big meal in the afternoon, you should the next day have at least 1 to 2 bowel movements. That's going to make sure that you are getting rid of a lot of that waste. You don't want it sitting in the colon, because that's going to reabsorb autointoxication, which is the reabsorption of toxins back into the blood. And so bowel movements are important. We want to make sure that, again, we are hydrated so that we are flushing the kidneys, preventing any acid buildups in there, maybe causing kidney stones and other, blood pressure issues, adrenal issues. We want to make sure we're keeping the kidneys healthy. And that is also why we should not be sitting constantly throughout the day, because that is very hard on the kidneys. So get up, move around, move your body, breathe, and stay hydrated to really aid the kidneys and the colon. Now, the skin is our largest eliminative organ. We want to make sure that we are skin brushing. We don't want to be putting lotions or toxic soaps or shampoos into our scalp or onto our bodies. That's going to clog the pores. It's not going to allow the skin to breathe. And we're also going to be absorbing some of those chemicals that are in these, beauty products, so-called beauty products. And we don't want that, because that's going to go right into the bloodstream and it's going to cause issues. So keep your cosmetics and your bath and beauty supplies to a minimum. And what you do use, make sure that it is a quality product that does not contain toxic chemicals. That is a big thing that many people do not consider when they are thinking about their health and why they might be experiencing health issues. our beauty products, cosmetics, all that stuff, our shampoos, our soaps, they're all contributing to our toxic load. And making sure that we have the cleanest products possible is going to go a long ways in promoting a healthy body. Also, our clothing is very important because that is touching our largest eliminative organ and our organ that absorbs chemicals. So if you're wearing synthetic clothing like acrylic or polyester or some of the other synthetic fabrics that are coated and just soaked in things like formaldehyde and other just toxic substances to make sure that they don't deteriorate when they're in the stores, that's getting into our bodies through our skin. So make sure that you are washing all of your clothing with a non-toxic detergent before you are wearing the clothes that you buy at the store. When you think about underwear, socks, any tight-fitting clothing, if you do wear underwear, wear just pure fabrics like cotton, hemp, and organic if possible. And also we want to make sure that we are promoting a healthy environment for our lungs and breathing clean, fresh air. Keep your windows open as much as possible in your homes and in your office if you can, especially in your homes. Have your window open at night so that you're getting fresh air circulation when you're sleeping. That is one time where we are breathing really heavily and our body is detoxing the most. So as much clean, fresh oxygen that we can get into our bodies when we are detoxing over the night, that is going to really help out as well. But also in the office where you spend a lot of your time and in your home, just keeping the cleaning products, the carpets, drapes, furniture is going to have chemicals in it like flame retardants and all these other chemicals that are not going to help you live a healthy lifestyle. And so, they have endocrine disruptors in them that are going to mess with our hormones, that are going to just throw our bodies out of whack, and that we need to be cognizant of so that we are preventing any overexposure to these chemicals, and really any exposure to them is an overexposure. So do your best to have a clean environment in your home to really go along with your healthy diet, because that is very important. It's just as impactful to your health as the food. So make sure that you are not living in a toxic home, a toxic office, or in toxic clothing. And the third thing that I wanted to just give you guys an awareness of, and I already just kind of covered it, which is how are you adding to your toxic load? And that is through environment, it's through our thoughts, it's through what we, surround ourselves with, whether it's books or television, radio, YouTube, what internet sites you're looking at. That all impacts your overall health. And so making sure that you have a clean environment, you're staying away from, like I said, all the chemicals in the fabrics and in the clothing, in the furniture, in our paint, in the vents. Make sure you have clean vents. You're keeping your windows open. All the stuff I just covered is very important so that you're not making it even harder for your body to eliminate toxins. Do your best to have a clean diet, a clean environment, get exercise, breathe deeply, think positive thoughts, and surround yourself with positive, loving people. And that's going to be a very good first, step to getting to the health goals that you have for yourself. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Share this video around if you want. And I will catch you in the next video. Always remember to follow your raw intuition.
Detoxify your mind and body. Be the change you want to see. Small steps towards living better. Small steps to where I want to be.